Overseas tonight, Israel's decision to storm a flotilla heading for the Gaza Strip is sparking outrage around the world. The raid on the ships loaded with supplies and pro-Palestinian activists left 9 dead, dozens injured, and a tangle of conflicting stories. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has now canceled tomorrow's planned trip to the White House and is returning to Israel to deal with the crisis, and that's where we begin with Simon McGregor-Wood.
The battle at sea started just before dawn. Israel sent naval vessels and helicopters to confront the half-dozen ships of the so-called Freedom Flotilla. They warned them to turn back.
You are approaching an area of hostilities.
The ships refused. Israeli naval commandos then boarded them. An hour later, 9 dead activists, dozens wounded, and a major diplomatic crisis. Self-defense, say the Israelis. A massacre, say those on board. From the Israelis, this video to support their case. Soldiers being set upon by club-wielding activists. One is thrown onto a lower deck.
They were mobbed, they were clubbed, they were beaten, stabbed.
From the activists, a very different story and very different video. Civilians shown lying bloodied and injured on the decks.
There are still sounds of live fire despite they've raised the white flag.
The 6 ships in the convoy were carrying 10,000 tons of humanitarian aid for Gaza. And 700 international activists, including at least 6 Americans, a Nobel Prize winner and a Holocaust survivor. They were met by Israeli patrol boats and helicopter-borne naval commandos in international waters 75 miles from the coast. The convoy was trying to break Israel's controversial 3-year blockade of Gaza. They carried cement, prefabricated houses and medical equipment, things rarely allowed in by Israel. The Israelis always said they would turn the ships away. They even prepared a special facility on the coast to process and deport the activists. What they wanted was an orderly naval operation, but what they got was a tragedy at sea and a PR disaster. Simon McGregor-Wood, ABC News, Jerusalem.